Hey gamers, welcome back to the Daily Dose. My name is XONEVANT, and today I want to talk about this article that came out. I'm getting mine off of PCGamer.com. I'm sure it's floating around all the major news sites right now, but let me go and read this little excerpt and then we're going to get into it. Treyarch design director David Vonderhaar has received death threats and threats of violence on Twitter after patch notes for Call of Duty Black Ops 2 revealed that 3 of the game's guns were to be rebalanced slightly. The guns in question are the AN-94, which now does a bit less damage, and the DSR-50 and the Ballista, which have both had their rate of fire reduced a bit. If this news makes you want to hurl abuse at someone, I suggest you seek professional help. Again, this article is from PCGamer.com if you want to check it out. So before I get into the whole death threat situation, just let me go ahead and try to clarify my stance on online multiplayer, and I think where you guys should also be at in terms of what you think about online multiplayer. You have to understand that online multiplayer has so many factors that go into making it an experience that unless all those things are working out to your benefit, you're probably not going to have that good of an experience, okay? To me, multiplayer online is like a selfish experience, right? Imagine if I go into a theater, right? I'm the only adult in the room, and then there's kindergarten kids running around, you know, throwing crayons at each other and whatever it is kindergartners do, right? I have an option as an adult, right? As somebody who's in that theater, I should probably leave the theater or try to sit through it and understand that my experience is going to be the way that it is because these people are acting their age, right? It would be crazy of me to look at these kindergartners and threaten to kill them because I'm not having the experience that I want. That's a very selfish attitude to have and a very immature attitude to have. And that's, to me, what's happening in this article. There are guns in the game that people like to use, and then when they got patched and nerfed or whatever you want to call it, instead of these people saying, well, I guess I could sit in this theater and try to have a good time, or maybe I should just go ahead and leave because I don't like this theater anymore, right? I don't like this game the way that it is right now. Instead, they decided to threaten to kill the people who made the game, the designers of the game. In this case, the head designer, right, David. It's crazy, man, and I agree with the guy who wrote this article. If you play a game and you're into it that much where you want to kill somebody or hurt somebody, or you're throwing controllers across the room and breaking them, or like you really feel that into your game, to me, is a whole nother level, man. That's like, you know, Goku Super Saiyan, you know what I mean? That's some of that stuff. And I mean, I guess that's the internet, right? But just because somebody releases a patch that doesn't go your way, I mean, you got to either leave the theater or you got to just tough it out. You know what I mean? So you may be saying, well, why do you play online? Because when I go in to play these multiplayer games, I know exactly what I'm up against. I'm like, hey, in this lobby, I might be up against 6 trolls. I might be up against the montage team. I might be up against an all sniper team. I might be up against an all shotgun team. And I know that I'm probably going to be dying really fast around corners. Somebody's running lightweight. I'm familiar with all of it, right? But when you go into it, knowing what to expect. If somebody said, hey, do you want to come and watch this movie? And I said, yes. And they said, now look, before you get there, there's going to be crayons flying everywhere. There's going to be kids coming up wanting to put face paint on you, all while you're trying to watch your movie. I have a choice. See what I mean? I could say, well, you know what? That's cool. I'll just go in there and tough it out. You know, heck, I might even go in there and hang out with them and, I don't know, read them a story during nap time or whatever it is that they need me to do, right? I can interact with them. I can have fun. We can all watch the movie, etc., right? But at that point, I have a choice. So in my mind, what should have happened here is that this group of gamers who didn't like these guns, you know, getting nerfed or whatever, they should have just said that, you know, hey, I can either go in here and play this game with everybody else and, you know, try to have a good experience with a gun that I'm not, you know, familiar with, or try out a new gun or whatever, or I can just walk away and not play, right? Or find a different gun. Like, they had options, and instead of just doing the mature thing and I don't know, picking one of those options, they would rather go to Twitter and threaten to kill somebody. It's silly when you think about it. It's a video game, right? It is a video game. You have to know when you buy these games and you play with people online that when you get in these lobbies, man, it's just going to be so random at times what you get. And knowing that, I can have a good time with this game. I can have a good time with Battlefield 3. Because you know what I have the power to do? Leave the lobby, find a new lobby where I feel like it's at least balanced, or don't play. And that leads me to my last point. The best patch that ever needs to come out for a multiplayer online game is a patch that makes the people better, the players better. There needs to be a patch for players. It's players that make the online experience exactly what it is. You see what I mean? If there was a magic patch that could fix the players, people who are not playing the objective, people who just want to go in there and troll you, people who are just wanting to go in there and make their montage. And it's cool if you want to do trick shotting and stuff like that. I mean, I can't tell you that you can't do that because you paid $60 too. Because all I have to do to get out of a trick shotting match is leave the lobby. You see what I mean? So everybody needs to kind of take ownership of themselves and look at themselves as a player. Why are you playing online multiplayer to begin with? And you should already know that in and of itself, it's a broken experience. I've seen people walk through bullets like they're Superman and knife me. I've seen people shoot me with a shotgun at medium to long range. I've seen a sniper turn on me and kill me after I've already gotten shots on him. You see what I mean? Across map. 4 or 5 shots. Like, he's got to be on the verge of death. I've shot people before, and in their kill cam, they're not even bleeding. It's like they didn't even get hit. You see what I mean? The game, the multiplayer experience as a whole is a joke. You have to laugh it off. If you go in there with that serious mentality, where everybody has to play the way that you want them to play, you're never going to have fun, man. You might as well not play, or you're going to end up being this group of people throwing out death threats on the internet. Really? So anyway, guys, that's all I got to say about this topic. Patches to fix guns and stuff, it's whatever, man. It's always going to be there. You know what I mean? They have to understand that as they're developing these games, that if they do patches on games, right? If they do a patch on this AN-94 and this DSR-50 and this Ballista, and they nerf them a bit, that everybody who rolled with those guns are going to be upset. Everybody who used to think that those guns were overpowered are now going to be happy. You will never please everybody. But at no point should either group of these players threaten to kill anybody. That is absolutely ridiculous. So that's it for today. I'll see you on tomorrow's show. You guys be good.